What is up, YouTube? This is Gorehounds, and I just got home from the theater from seeing Silent Night, Deadly Night, the remake, 2025, starring Rowan Campbell, who is obviously Billy from the original. And yeah, guys, so today I'm gonna tell you my thoughts, and overall, I love this movie. This is a new horror classic. It is. I'm gonna do a ranking on the movies, but this is definitely top two in the franchise at least right now. It might even be my favorite. I'm gonna have to. It's still a little bit of a debate. I'm gonna rewatch the original again this year, but so let's start off with the positives. Now, this movie, it looks great. I just want to say that Rowan Campbell is absolutely great in this performance. Him in Halloween Ends, The Monkey, now this. 3 great horror movies that he's in. If you haven't seen any of those, I recommend them. But yeah, this is definitely a lot different than the original. And if you haven't seen the original and you're watching this video, what are you doing? Don't. Yeah, in the original, as you know, Billy, his parents died to Santa. The killer is Santa, and pretty much he has paranoia and problems from this. He hates Christmas. And one day he snaps when he works at the convenience store. He has to wear the Santa costume, and, he goes berserk and punishes the naughty. Well, this movie is a lot different. It has callbacks to the original, but it is a lot different. The story is completely different. It's not really like the original, which I really like. That's how I think remakes should be done, is definitely change it up. Don't give us the exact same story. Give us different characters. Give us all different kinds of stuff. And yeah, this is going to be a spoiler-free review, so don't worry about that. But I'm not going to get into spoilers. But yeah, so another positive is definitely, Billy. You definitely feel for him in this movie. You can't even blame him in this movie. You low-key, I felt bad for him coming out of the theater, during the movie. I just felt bad for him. I'm not gonna get into it, but I want to get into it. I might do a spoiler section, but the whole idea of what's happening and stuff and why, you really just feel for him. He doesn't really fit in or anything, but yeah, what a great character. There's also there is a lot of there's some intense moments. There's some great moments. There's great kills, obviously. I will say this definitely tamer because obviously Bloody Disgusting made this film along with Cineverse. It's definitely more of a less gory film, definitely. But still, the kills in here are great. There's a lot of kills, a lot of blood, but not too much. A lot of it's story driven. And yeah, so I'm trying to think of negatives. There's not really any negatives in my opinion. This is almost like a perfect 10 out of 10 for me. Very easy to please. There's not really much that they could have done. I think that, the Christmas atmosphere is great. I love the characters. And I just, some of these moments in the movie really tug on some heartstrings. It is pretty sad some parts, and it was really different, and I really appreciate that. I just want to say, I love this film. This is definitely a new staple in my yearly horror rotation around Christmas time. All right, guys, this is spoiler section, so if you haven't seen the movie yet, please pause the video and come back to it. Or if you don't care, cool. So basically, this is a little bit different than the original, or I should say a lot. Because the original, his family gets killed by a dude in a Santa costume. And this one, same thing, but instead, this dude, the murderer, he dies. And basically, he dies and he transfers his essence into Billy, basically. I know it sounds a little weird, but because of this, Billy, he has this dude, his name's Charlie, in his head. He's telling him what to do. And he also senses naughty people and can track them. And basically what Billy has to do is he has to kill someone every day leading up the 24 days of Christmas. And that's because if he doesn't, an innocent person will die. Now, I really like this concept. It gives it, it really, it makes me feel bad for the character because, he has to do it. Like, it's not, like in the original, also, I love the original, by the way, but he's just he just snaps. He just snaps. He's actually doing it for a reason. And he has this wooden Christmas tree thing that he has to put the person's blood in. It's pretty cool, actually, but it's really cool and different, and I love that about this movie. There is some crazy segments in this movie, some great kills, but the highlight by far is when Billy kills a bunch of Nazis. He kills like 30 people. Maybe not that many, maybe a little less. But yeah, the dude Charlie senses this one chick, and because she's really naughty. And yeah, he leads her to this place, and it's a bunch of Nazis, but it's a very cool kill segment. It's crazy. I absolutely loved it. Me and the 4 other people in my theater, we loved it. I can just tell they were into it too. A normal person probably not, but it's a crazy, just cool sequence. And yeah, there's a lot of kills in this movie. It's gory, but it's definitely not. It's from Bloody Disgusting and Cineverse, same as Terrifier 3 and Terrifier 2, but it's not as gory. It is an unrated film, I'm pretty sure, but not as gory. There is gore, but it's definitely it's not too crazy. So I'd say I don't know, if you really didn't like Terrifier and you thought it was disgusting, maybe don't watch this. There's still some stuff, but it's really just, and you feel bad for Billy. That's one thing I do like about this movie, because he has to run, he's on the run always because he's killing people during Christmas, and he finds this one girl he really likes, Hammy. It's a funny name, but he really likes her, and eventually, she falls for him, and he tells her about this, and everything's going good, but then her old boyfriend cop kills him, and I was so upset, dude. It was so sad in the theater, but then because he died, she grabbed his hand, and he's the last killer, so he's in her mind kind of helping her out. Which, that was a great ending, I gotta say. Gotta give it to the director, I forgot his name, but just great ending. Great movie. Yeah, guys, that's the end of my review. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't checked out my other videos, please check out my horror movie recommendations for the month of December. Please subscribe if you're new. This is Gorehounds, and I'm out.